Bonjour, Madame Helene. Good evening. My name is Ramon Monster. Perhaps you heard of my father, Herman Monster? I thought it'd be important for you this evening and all the friends out there to talk to someone during this crisis time with a level-headed mind. Something similar to myself. You see, level-headed. I think it's important that I convey to you a couple of thoughts that my father might have had and what he would like to portray to all of you during this tough time we find ourselves in, Helen. That said, I'd like to begin by suggesting to all of you to let your light shine. Let the light shine nice and bright. You see, let yourself glow out there during this time and make the world a much, much brighter place, you see. I'd like to also suggest to you to get out and become one with nature. You see, Lily and Grandpa and Eddie and I, we always enjoy to go out on the walks, check on the trees, a little walk, a little bit of a hike, like to see the animals out in the forest. It was always good to become one with nature, especially during this quarantine. It's important that you get out and do it, Helen. It's important for you, you see. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about would be, you see this Wolfman governor that you have and the shim doctor that's trying to give you medical advice, Helen. I have to suggest to you, they're trying to be heroes, but they're really not, Helen. My father would refer to them as zeros. You can catch more flies with honey than you will with, you know what, with vinegar, Helen. It's true. Vinegar is very bitter. It's a funny thing. He who lies down with the dog gets fleas. Pretty obvious, huh? Also, he who goes out with the mask, or should I say without the mask, gets corona. I don't know, Helen. Do you think? I don't believe it. I feel it's important that we all start to begin to look out for each other. Look over each other's backs, look out for each other's best well-being. It's important that we begin to do that. I believe there's a lot of tattletales out there, and that's not a nice way to live, Helen. You need to be kind to people, sort of like investing money in the bank. You see, you put kindness in, you get kindness out, with a little bit of interest, of course, but you understand the principle that I'm getting at, Helen. And finally, I'd like to suggest to you one very, very important thing. It doesn't matter what you look like, Helen. You can be tall, you can be short, you can be skinny, you can be fat. You can be ugly, or you could be handsome, like me. You could be yellow, you could be black, you could be white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character, especially during a time of a crisis like this. So, hopefully, I gave you some level-headed advice and you could all be better in the end. Take care. Helen, this guy's a genius. Level-headed. He's perfect. Hope you're doing good. 35 weeks after your first video. And you know what happens. You better be working hard or I'm telling Charlie.